All right, Matthew 19, verses 27 to 30, and then in chapter 20, verses 1 through 16. The worker in the vineyard. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all, and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Jesus said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers unto his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour, and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. Again he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out, and found others standing idle, and saith unto them, Why stand ye here all the day idle? They say unto him, Because no man hath hired us. He saith unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. So when even was come, and the Lord of the vineyard saith unto his steward, Call the laborers, and give them their hire, beginning from the last. Call the laborers, and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, that's the very last ones that went out into the vineyard, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, when the steward distributed the wages, he started with the last people that were hired, and then went back through to the first ones that were hired. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. Because they felt, because they did most of the work and worked the longest, they should get more than the people that worked the least and were hired later. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house. When they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house, saying, These last have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden and heat of the day. So they're complaining because the people that worked only the 1 hour got the same as they did, who started from the beginning and worked all day long, and did tons load more than what these people did. So but he answered one of them and said, Friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny? Take that thine is, and go thy way. I will give unto the last, even unto thee. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with mine own? Is thine eye evil because I am good? So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen. So that is basically saying He's the distribution is made equally, regardless of what you do and how long you work. The distribution is equal across the board. It's separate from what you do and how many hours you worked. Everybody gets the same. So the last shall be first and the first shall be last. So the concept is there is no first, there is no last. Everybody's equal. Everybody gets the same. The one cancels out the other, and likewise. Now, since I got some time here, I'll go to some verses I found about some things. Mark 9:35. And he, Jesus, sat down and called the 12 disciples, and saith unto them, If any man desire to be first, the same shall be last of all, and servant of all. Now, coupled with what I just read, this applies. Any man that desires to be the first, the same shall be last of all, and servant of all. So applied to the philosophy, the principle in the scripture verses I just read, if everybody is serving each other, then the whole community is served. And each member of the community is first and last, because everybody's equal and everybody is serving each other for the good of the whole community. And nobody has more than the other or less than the other, and nobody has any supremacy or status over another. Nobody lacks. Nobody wants. Everybody has. Everybody has the same. So now let's go to John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Let's go to John. John 2:15. 2:15. Now, people say that Jesus is peaceful and loving, would never do anything violent, never exhibit rage or anger or violence or whatnot, especially Christians and people that try to dominate Christians, the people that are ungodly that try to dominate Christians, use the same ideology, the same image of Jesus to try to prevent Christians from standing up for themselves, because Christians are supposed to be Christ-like and try to be like Jesus. So it is used to control and suppress and oppress. But here's the scripture verse. It's John 2:15. And then I'll begin. It says the cleansing of the temple. After this, he went out. He went down to Capernaum, he and his mother and his brethren. So Jesus and Mary, his mother, and his brethren, because yes, Jesus had brothers. Mary did not stay a virgin. After Christ was born and she recovered, she went in unto her husband and had more children. That is well, that's in the Bible. Anybody that all these churches, Catholic, whatever, that maintain the continual virginity of Mary, that's apostate. So they continued there not many days. Well, let's skip this. I'm running out of time. Jesus went to in Jerusalem to visit the temple. It was the first time. It was the first time going there and visiting the temple, and he found money changers, people selling sacrificial animals to people coming there to visit the temple. They were selling doves and stuff, merchandise, for them to go in the temple and do whatever. They made a business out of it and stripped it of its spiritual purpose. And the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting, basically business people. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money, and overthrew the tables. Now imagine this imagery. Jesus, in a rage, goes and puts together basically a cat of nine tails in today's vernacular, and went after these people, these business people that were making a mockery of the temple of God. Drove them out, probably whipping this thing at them in a rage, screaming at them. Drove out the animals, and then he kicked over the tables and scattered the money. Nice, peaceful, gentle Jesus. Anyway, here we go. Continuing on. And he said unto them that sold doves, basically all the business people in there, and he said this, that he drove out, he said unto them as he was chasing them out of the temple, for fear of their lives. I guess just Jesus. Anyway, I find this kind of amusing, not in a bad way. I worship Jesus. It's just funny to me, because I feel the same way. And said unto them that sold things, doves, whatever, take these things hence, make not my Father's house a house of merchandise. So right there, Jesus, everything is counter capitalist, it counter money, and counter the monetary ideology. And this here, he was so incensed because it was brought into the worship of God. So all these Christian churches that sell things, sell merchandise, and they're narthexes, you are those money changers. You are those money changers. Christian churches that put up stores or operate stores, whether it be on the church property or an actual business, separate. You are these money changers that Jesus, in a rage, drove out of the temple. You are making a business out of faith, which destroys the faith, and you are basically a businessman, which the Bible considers a rip-off artist. Throughout the Bible, all systems, people that operate systems of money, they are referred to as thieves because it's a racket. Money systems in the Bible are referred to as, they're basically calling these systems rackets. And it's people, crooked criminals, thieves, operating a racket and extorting money out of the people. That's the Bible's description, a consistent description of a businessman. So I've got less than a minute left for the video. So I'm done with the video. Have fun.